This video is brought to you by my latest book, How to Play Melodic Rock Lead Guitar, a comprehensive guide to doing exactly that, playing melodic rock lead guitar. This is not just some collection of scale patterns and tabs, although you do get plenty of those, but you also get an entire chapter on how to come up with your own licks, as well as video content, tutorials and demonstrations, loads of jam tracks, and all the way through I'm encouraging you to expand your fretboard knowledge and showing you how you can think in a more musical and melodic way. Check out the link in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. It's Tuesday today, and you know what that means, a top 5 list, and there's no big revelation here about what the video is going to be about because you've read the title and you've seen the thumbnail. But what sparked this was a conversation that I had with well, he's a student of mine. I've known him a little while, and he's a capable player. He can play songs. He can jam bits and pieces of lead guitar. He knows his pentatonic box patterns. He's got some chops, and we just kind of fell into conversation, and that conversation revealed that he was completely in the dark as to the difference between guitar pickups and the different types, namely single coils and humbuckers. I've got a video coming up, which I've just finished filming, on Sunday, which kind of demonstrates and illustrates the differences in sound between said single coil and humbucker pickups. But I thought what I'd do is two concurrent top 5 videos, one this week, one the next week, extolling the virtues of both types of pickup. And given that I'm more of a humbucker guy these days, I thought this week I'd start off with 5 reasons to choose a guitar with humbucking pickups. These are those reasons.
They are noiseless.
Yep, they are noiseless. It's the main reason they were invented. The story goes that a very clever chap who worked for Gibson in the 50s, called Seth Lover, kind of came up with this pickup design that would get rid of this noise. Yes, the infamous 60 cycle, or if you live in the UK, 50 cycle mains hum. It basically having a bit of an electronics background. When you look at the circuit symbol for a guitar pickup, it's very, very similar to the circuit symbol for an antenna. It's like a guitar pickup is designed as well as kind of converting the convert the vibration of the strings into an electrical signal. It also is very, very good at picking up the electrical interference and noise that surrounds us all the time from various electrical sources. And Seth Lover invented a pickup which essentially eliminated that. Allegedly, some other people lay claim to the discovery. But yeah, you can play at high gain, ballsy, shouty rock settings without having to worry about that irritating noise. Next.
They're powerful.
One byproduct of how humbucking pickups are constructed and wired is that they have usually a more powerful output. They're bigger, they're beefier, they just sound better suited to, in my opinion, your mileage may vary, they sound better suited to big rock guitar tones, which is why I think it's not, exclusively this way, but the majority of guitar players who are known for having that big meaty rock guitar tone, certainly the bands and artists that I grew up listening to, tend to use guitars with humbucking pickups. I'm thinking of mainly Thin Lizzy and AC/DC, Bad Company, Mick Ralphs, rest in peace, etc. They were all playing essentially Gibson guitars with big, meaty sounding humbuckers. Of course, there are outliers. Richie Blackmore managed to get you know, a massive, ballsy, meaty, beefy sound out of a Strat with single coil pickups. So I'm talking in generalizations here. And generally speaking, humbucking pickups have that bigger, beefier rock sound that, well, speaking personally, is absolutely adorable. Next.
You can still get single coil tones.
Yeah, one of the advantages of humbucker pickups is that you can kind of think of them as a pair of single coil pickups which have been sort of daisy chained together. Hence, if you turn half of the pickup off, you've got something very, very close, depending upon the individual pickup, to a single coil sound, should that be necessary. On this guitar here, you know, we've got two single coil options, where in this second position on the switch I've got the inner two coils, and on this position of the switch I've got the outer two coils, which give, you know, kind of very, very convincing, I think, Strat and Telecaster type tones guitars, which are, you know, associated with single coil pickups. So, you know, if you've got a guitar with humbucking pickups in, it may already come with that kind of single coil switching enabled via like a push-pull switch or some kind of wiring on the main selector switch, or a little toggle switch somewhere. So if you've got humbucking pickups, you've probably already got single coil pickups there as well. And even if you haven't, it's one of the most commonplace and easy wiring mods to do on a guitar. So you can still get single coil sounds out of humbuckers, but you can't really get humbucker sounds out of single coils usually. So there you go, that's another reason. Next.
They're more versatile.
Yeah, more versatile. I think this comes down to the old adage of you can cut or eliminate frequencies in the tone which are there, but you can't boost frequencies which aren't. Single coil pickups, sorry, humbucker pickups have a wider frequency range than single coil pickups. I don't know if this is scientific or not, but I've been told it's because a humbucking pickup is physically wider. It's listening to a wider portion of the string than, you know, a single coil pickup, which is give or take about half the size. I can speak personally here that I know that if I've got humbucking pickups and an EQ pedal, I can get closer to the sound of a single coil pickup by kind of cutting some of the lower mids and the bottom end. I can get closer to the sound of a single coil pickup with a humbucker using a pedal like this than I can the other way around. If I've got a single coil pickup, you know, I can't really use this to get close to the sound of a humbucker. Your mileage may indeed vary, but that's just my experience. And of course, if you're going to start boosting frequencies using a pedal like this on a single coil equipped guitar, then you run into the danger of hearing the dreaded mains hum once again. So yeah, I just happen to think that they are more versatile. Next.
You may just prefer them.
Indeed, it comes down to personal preference. You know, I'm not saying in this video at all, and I don't want this to be interpreted as such, that humbuckers are better inherently in any way than single coil pickups. They're not. I prefer humbucking pickups, but you may prefer single coil pickups. You know, a lot of the music that, I mean, my first electric guitar influence back when I was a toddler was Hank Marvin playing a red Strat like that one. You know, that doesn't have humbucking pickups in it. So, you know, I do like listening to guitar players. Mark Knopfler, there's another one, Eric Clapton's famous Blackie Strat. The list could go on, where I'm talking about great single coil tones that I enjoy listening to all the time. Just saying that when I'm playing, I prefer the sound of humbuckers, and that may be the same with you as well. You know, if you aspire to sound like Angus Young, or, you know, still got the blues era Gary Moore, or Joe Bonamassa, or, you know, who else? Larry Carlton with his famous 335, although he did use a Valley Arts guitar with EMG single coils in for a while, didn't he? But what I'm saying is that there are two distinct sounds, a humbucker sound and a single coil sound. Yes, we can, you know, kind of at the margins, we can kind of make one sound a little bit like the other and so on, but they are, you know, different sounding pickups, and you just may prefer the sound of humbucking pickups. And, you know, if you go out and buy a guitar that has nothing but single coils in it, and you're looking to get, you know, the sound of the guitar tone on Back in Black, or, I don't know, Can't Get Enough by Bad Company or whatever, then you're never really going to be happy with single coil sounds. I had a covers band I was in back in the 90s. We were doing a version of The Hunter by Free, and I was playing a Strat, and it just never quite cut the mustard, really. No matter which pedal I stomped on, however I set the amp, wherever I had the pickup selector on the Strat, it just never, it just didn't do it. So I ended up buying a Gordon Smith guitar, little twin humbucker Les Paul special kind of thing. Love that guitar. Yeah, so you may just prefer the sound of humbuckers, and that's as good a reason as any to buy a guitar with humbucking pickups installed. So there you go. 5 reasons to buy a guitar with humbucking pickups. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below, as always. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. Don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. We drink beer and we chat. That is, I think, a fantastic way to kick off the weekend. And I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.